I thought I'd come on here really quick and do a my brow routine kind of mini tutorial video for you guys because I've gotten a lot of requests for it, like, oh, I like brows or whatever. Anyways, this is for my chicas, but I mean, so if you're a guy, you can, you know, swipe or just keep moving, or I mean, if you want to learn how to do this too, shoot, come on, we can learn together. Anyways, I already washed my face and everything. My brows are supposed to be a little bit wet because I use this got2b gel. So if you have not watched that little video on my hack, you should go ahead and watch it, because I have the kind of hairs that are stubborn and they're just like their owner. They're like, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and that's what it's gonna be. Okay, so either you go along with it or you don't, kind of deal. So brush them like so, the way that you want them, right? Now, do you guys see the difference? Like, it's like freaking night and day. That's why I'm so hooked on this, because I've tried different eyebrow gels. Let me tell you, the only one that I used to go back with over and over and over again was the Anastasia clear brow gel, because it was the only one that was strong enough to hold my hairs down. Like, my hairs are stubborn, like, jeez, you know. So I go down a little bit on the top just to get them. You see how it makes them kind of smooth right there? Okay, so anything else that you want to touch up, you go in, like these little hairs on the bottom, so on and so forth. Okay, because I let my brows grow out because I was getting them threaded for so long and it became so thin, and I'm like, I want my brows back. Like, I want to reshape them, so I had to let them grow out and you know, get them all wild before I could totally reshape them again. And there you go. And like I said, after you're done with that, this product dries fairly quickly, and you kind of have to work with it a little bit fast, but practice makes perfect. Keep working it, girl. Trust me. And then the next product you want to go in with is my Anastasia brow powder. I have two. Okay, I have a ebony one and a dark brown one because it depends on what look I'm going for. Most of the time I gravitate towards the ebony. Okay, which at first at first I was really hesitant about this dark color, but now I love it because I don't have to use as much. See, this is medium brown and that one was ebony. With the ebony, I don't have to use as much. So to fill them in, you got to make sure also that there's no gel left around that. Okay. Like so. So normally I'll go in and do my lid primer and stuff, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and use ebony, and I'm gonna use the darker shade. You're gonna need a flat angled brush like so. This one is so worn out because I've used it so much, and it is by BH Cosmetics. So if you're barely getting into makeup and stuff, and you're trying to explore, and you're like, because I know, I mean, like, some of these brushes are crazy expensive. So BH Cosmetics, Coastal Scents, both of those two brands are online, and you can buy like their brushes and stuff for super cheap, and they're just as fine. I mean, I've been using this one for years. So I took a little bit of this powder like so, dab it in there. Okay, tap tap tap. And what I do is I place it at an angle. I place it exactly the way my eyebrow is going. You see how it's slanted like that? And it goes at an angle like so. It's gonna go towards closely to the skin. So what I'm gonna do is lightly. You want to use light strokes because they're going to be more forgiving. You're going to be able to work with them more. You don't want to go in very, very dark and then have to fix it with concealer and all that stuff. I don't need all that. I don't need to go in and sharpen it up and all that stuff with concealer, unless I'm like gonna be walking down the red carpet or something, then we'll do it. But for these, no. For every day, no. So what you're gonna do is go in with light strokes. So I'm gonna stop talking because I can't do this when I'm talking. So anyway. Create that line on the bottom. okay, as your guide, very lightly, remember? Like so. Now, you see that? You see that? You see that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So we create that line. We keep working with it, and then we built it up a little. Fill it in a little, like so, like so, like so. Okay. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna dab it in a little bit more, and you're gonna create strokes that are kind of the same as your eyebrow hairs, the way you want to go. So depending on what look I'm going for, depends on the eyebrow I'm trying to create. So for today's look, I'm going with a very natural brow, which is perfect, I think, because for the purpose of this video, and most of us are, you know, doing everyday makeup, so on and so forth. So as you can see, I do those kind of strokes, going with a little more, do a few strokes right here, try to attach that line onto the rest of your brow. And you kind of want to start right here. What I learned is that you don't want to start all the way over here, because that's going to create too harsh of a line. So the way we're going to connect it to there is when you have done all of this, the rest of your brow, you're going to go in with the rest of the product right there, okay, to create the rest of that line. Okay, like so. Okay. And normally at this point, I call it a brow. Like, it is set, it is ready. Look at that brow. Now we gotta do the other one. So let me do the other one. I'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished the other brow. Now here are the brows. Of course, just remember they are sisters, not twins, so they're not going to be exactly identically the same, but I am super happy with the way they look. Once I finish my makeup, my foundation, my shadow, I'm just gonna do like just a simple shadow today, but here it is. Hope you guys like the tutorial, and let me know how it works for you. Okay, love you. Bye.